back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I have a July message for all of the Geminis out in the collective. This is going to be your monthly message. For those of you that are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Eileen. I'm a spiritual advisor, intuitive coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. Without further ado, let's get into your message, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's get right into it. You know the drill. We are going to draw 9 cards. Please note that I have already pre-shuffled. This is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Gemini out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, so Spirit, what do we have for Gemini this month? Okay, let's see. What do we have for Gemini this month? What information, what insight do you have for Gemini this month? Now, if I do need to clarify any of the cards, please note that I will clarify them with another deck when we get to them. Let's see. What information and insight do you have for Gemini this month, Spirit? What information and what insight do you have for Gemini this month? All right, 3 more. What information and what insight do you have for Gemini this month? All right. 1 more. What information and what insight do you have for Gemini? Information and what insight. Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's grab our bearings here. Let's take a very quick look. I want to make sure that I have everything exactly. We might have to clarify a few cards, but nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, let's see here. I think I'm going to have to clarify the first card for you here, Gemini, because, yeah, I think I am. I'm going to have to clarify it just to make sure. Okay, so, all right, so here we go. First card up is where you currently are this month in the month of July. So we have the 2 of Swords in reversed here for you, Gemini. So what this really tells me is that you are not feeling connected to any given situation or experience that you are currently going through right now. Now, I do want to point out that I really feel that this is going to be from what is reminiscent from your month of June that's now transitioning into the month of July here for you, okay? And what I kind of feel is that you just sort of feel very disconnected. You feel almost like a discord into everything that is currently going on around you. You really haven't given yourself time and space to really think about the current situation or where you are. And I really feel that it's making you quite anxious. It's almost like you're trying to get away from it, but you really can't. So I do want to clarify this. I do want to get some clarity on the 2 of Swords, please. Why is the 2 of Swords here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the 2 of Swords? Oh, okay. So we have the Devil in reversed, okay? And unfortunately here, Gemini, your theme this month is also the Devil in the upright position. So here's kind of what I'm picking up, okay? Where you currently are right now is in a space of negative energy. You're actually in a space where it's making you feel very cut off from everything, from resource. It's making you feel as if you're I almost kind of feel like you're almost feeling like you're a puppet, right? Like that someone else is pulling the puppet strings, right? So if you notice here with this Devil here, how you see this strings with this person. Now, the Devil in this particular position of where you currently are with the 2 of Swords did come up reversed, okay? And what I want to point out is that when you have a Devil in reverse, it's really about your inability to discern right from wrong. And I really feel that, you know, if you are having to face this particular decision here, Gemini, you're really sort of stuck at an impasse. You're sort of not sure. You're not connected to this situation, and therefore you don't really know how to make the right decision. Okay. And so that's what's really leading you into that confusion. Now, your theme this month, as I mentioned, is the devil in the upright position. And when you have the devil in the upright position, what that really significantly indicates is that and I really feel that wherever you currently are, it's going to transition throughout the entire month. Remember earlier when I said I really felt that this was something that transpired in June, and it's just sort of transitioning into the month of July here for you. And when you have the devil in the upright position, it's really about you feeling very bound, feeling very restricted and sort of stuck. I am going to clarify this devil because I do want to make sure that I am sort of getting that correctly. A lot of times when you have the devil energy, it's really about old patterns, old behaviors, old ways of thinking that sort of make you feel repressed. Maybe you're not really allowing yourself to explore how you're feeling in any given situation. Maybe you're really repressing your emotions and in light of what's transpiring here, and maybe that's what's really making you feel like you're stuck. Clarifying the devil here, Spirit. Why is the devil here? Why is the devil here for Gemini? Why is the devil here? Why is the devil here? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we got the 5 of Wands here with the devil. Okay, so what I really feel this represents here for you, Gemini, is that it represents that bound and that restriction is making you feel like you are having to compete, or that there's just so much conflict. And I want to point out here that I really feel that it's inner conflict. This is inner conflict with yourself here. This devil energy here is really about you repressing as much as you can. It's like you don't want to face the truth. And the 5 of Wands can be read several different ways. It can be read as conflict. It can be read as competition. But what I'm really feeling here is that all these individuals here, although they look different on this card, these are all different representations of you in the state as you are going through this transition. I really feel that you are transitioning from one state to another. And what's really going on is that all the old versions, the old habits, the old patterns, the things that you used to rely on are no longer serving you, and you're sort of fighting against yourself to reach for the top. I need you to understand that what you need to really do here is really allow yourself to feel the things that you are feeling. Stop trying to run away from it and allow yourself to really see things as they are, no matter how complicated it might seem here, Gemini. Really allow yourself to see things the way that they are, and allow yourself to be willing to explore the depths of yourself. That is going to be really important here. I really feel that this is sort of talking a little bit about you needing to do that inner work and climbing that mountain of self. You know, it's the whole reason why I created the Eileen Into My Essence, because in order for you to truly do the necessary work to help yourself grow and expand consciously and spiritually, you have to look within. And I really feel that what's preventing you from doing that is your own fears. You have a lot of fears, you have a lot of resistance, and you're not really allowing yourself to focus on what needs to be focused on, which is why you're so confused and you're sort of like stuck in this space. Now, what are you accomplishing this month? you have the Page of Cups here, okay? So this Page of Cups is really about you learning to embrace the emotions. Now, Cups is really about emotions here. And I really feel that with this Page of Cups, this is going to be a new energy for you, right? You're really going to be exploring emotions that you have repressed for so long that have sort of kept you stuck in a space that is no longer serving you because you're no longer getting the results that you've once gotten before, right? I really feel that if this is something major and something large that you are facing here, Gemini, the things that you used to do in order to deal with those things, like if there was a certain pattern or a certain behavior that you did in regards to that situation, that is no longer serving you, right? It's no longer working. So you're now having to face something different and something new. And what I want to point out here is that a page is really about an offering, right? It is a newer energy that is being presented to you in order for you to really truly see the potential and the opportunity that is being presented to you. You know, an offering is represented here in the form of the fish. And notice how the fish is sort of poking out. And what I want to point out is that if you don't pay attention, if you're not aware and you're not focusing on what is transpiring here in this cup, that fish will jump out. And so it's important that you recognize here that you have so much potential. You have so many possibilities, but you have to be willing to look at it in a very different way. Recognize that what once used to work for you no longer works for you, right? And now it's time for you to sort of transition into a different state of being and a different way of doing things, because you could have everything that you ultimately desire, but you've got to put forth the effort. Now, what do you need to avoid this month? We have the Sun here. So I am going to clarify this because the Sun really is the happiest deck in the tarot. It's the happiest deck it's the happiest card in the entire deck. So I want to get a little bit more clarity about what is it that you are needing to avoid. And I really feel that what this is probably saying here, Gemini, is that what you're really needing to avoid with this Sun here is, I really feel that you're needing to avoid moving on until you've allowed yourself to completely heal, because the Sun not only represents healing and growth, but it also represents happiness. And I really feel that what it's really trying to say here is that there is no doubt that happiness and growth and healing is yours for the taking, but you can't just jump ahead, right? Like, notice how you have this brick wall here, right? You can't break past this barrier until you fully go through the entire process. Like, there's no skipping the line. You can't go around it. You have to actually allow yourself to go through the process. But let's get some clarity here. Why is the Sun here for Gemini Spirit? Why is the Sun here? Clarifying the Sun. Why is the Sun here on what they need to avoid this month? Okay. Okay. We have the Lovers here, okay? And what I really feel that this represents is that, and I'm just going to say this as nicely as I possibly can here, Gemini, because I'm hearing this loud and clear. What you're needing to avoid this month is you're needing to avoid sabotaging yourself, okay? When I look at the Lovers card here with the Sun, what I'm really seeing is that, and because you have the Devil in where you currently are in reversed, you need to avoid trying to sneak your way into accomplishing something. So it's really about you. You're the one that's in your own way. You're the one that's sabotaging yourself from truly transitioning into a space spiritually and spiritually in the way that you are desiring or the way that you are wanting, okay? I really feel that what this is really saying here is what you're needing to avoid is you need to avoid because when you have the devil and when you have the lovers really speaks about a contract, right? When we come into this life, we have contracts that we set up with other individuals, but we also have contract with ourselves. We decide what transpires in our life. And I really feel that what this is really saying here is that you need to avoid trying to skip the details of that contract. You need to really allow yourself to face the insecurities that you feel, face the fears that you are feeling, and allow yourself to feel the discomfort in the emotions. Because when you can heal that, when you can allow yourself to not resist the emotions that you are feeling, you will be able to break through this barrier and move towards ultimate healing and ultimate happiness. Now, what you need to embrace this month is the Two of Wands. You have this desire. You want to be able to explore. You want to be able to move past. Like, you dream about new adventures. You dream about a new life somewhere. Like, you feel that everything that you have done so far, you feel that it served its purpose in the time that it served. But now you have these dreams and you have these desires about moving forward, and you want to start a new path in a new direction. But you don't know how to get there. And I really feel that it's, you also have this innate fear about making the same mistake twice. But because you're not allowing yourself to really face not the consequences, but the circumstances of the situation, and you're not really allowing yourself to be open to the emotions that you've been resisting regarding that, like really facing the fears, you're going to continue to sort of have experiences that resemble that, right? So what you're embracing this month is potential, right? You are embracing, the world is in your hands. You are embracing a new opportunity, an opportunity to explore the world, whether that's to move to a different country, move to a different city, doing something entirely different when it comes to a job. Whatever it is, don't be afraid of making that change, because you ultimately need something different. You need something different. That's the whole reason why you're so confused about what to do here, Gemini. You're afraid of facing the unknown. You're afraid of facing the fears of, well, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't succeed? We all have those potential fears, right? We all face those at some point in our life. But unless you actually sit down and really truly face it to figure out where that fear is really originating from, you're never going to know. Now, what is the obstacle you face this month? I really feel that the obstacle here is the Four of Cups, is really your dissatisfaction in the decisions that you make here. I really feel that with this Four of Cups here, these are all of the accomplishments that you've had here, Gemini, right? You have all this to look that's within your grasp, right? But Spirit is willing to give you this new opportunity here, right? So notice how this cup is just in the air and it's coming towards you. But look, you are so discontented with where you are that you're not allowing yourself to be open to potential possibilities that will inevitably flow to you effortlessly. But you have to be willing to face the fears of whatever it is that's preventing you from moving, okay? Now, I want to point out here that you have two fours. Fours truly talks about stability and it talks about security, right? So because you have this innate desire here, Gemini, to really explore the world and go on a new adventure, there's a lot of unknown in that, right? Like there's a lot of doubts that you have in regards to your security and your foundation. But Spirit is willing to give you that opportunity, right? You simply have to be willing to face the fears that you have associated with that. Now, What support? Okay, now remember this Four of Cups, the obstacle that you're facing here is going to be your own self-doubt. That's the obstacle that you face here. So you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to be willing to face whatever it is that is sort of keeping you stuck and discontentment and discord. Okay, now what support do you have this month? You have the Four of Pentacles. Now, I love this in this position because the Four of Pentacles really talks about being fully supported, right? Pentacles really talks about the essentials that we have in life, right? It's really about the earthly materials that are presented here. Four is about really being stable, and it's about that foundation, okay? Notice how there's two pentacles underneath his feet. That means that he is solidly building a foundation, right? He also is getting this pentacle from above, which is from spirit, right? And he has this one that's right here. Now, the important thing is the support that you have here is spirit letting you know here, Gemini, that you are fully supported in whatever decision that you make. There is no right or wrong. All it is about you making a choice. Whatever decision that you make, whatever direction you want to go, spirit will support you. You just simply have to make a choice. So the support that you have here is spirit letting you know that they are going to support you in whatever decision you make. Okay. Now, what is the action you have this month? The action is the Queen of Cups here. Now, what I find very interesting is that your action this month is really about you becoming more in tune with your own intuition and your own guidance and learning to balance out your emotions. That is the most important thing here, Gemini. You need to become more in tune with how you feel about yourself, about your situation, about your life. You need to become more in tune with what you are desiring and what you are wanting. Because you start off with the Two of Swords in reversed and it was clarified by the Devil in reverse, you are so confused about which direction to go in. You are very unsure, like you're not even really clear about what it is that you need in order to be successful or to move in the direction or to have the life that you desire. And your action is really about you getting in tune with your own emotions, getting in tune with your own intuition. It's really about you listening inwardly to what your heart is desiring and what your heart is guiding you to do here. So that is your action this month. Now, what is the advice and the encouragement that you have from Spirit this month? You have the Nine of Swords here, okay? And I absolutely love this, and it's in reversed, okay? And the reason why I love this is because the Nine of Swords really speaks about the fears and the anxieties and the worries that usually keep you up at night. What I love is that Spirit is letting you know here, Gemini, because it's in reversed, that their advice to you is whatever fears, whatever anxieties, whatever frustrations or worries or concerns that you have, they are dissipating. They are dissipating because you need to ultimately release whatever fear, burden, whatever anxiety that you currently have associated with where you are in life. You need to release that. You need to explore the depths of your own emotions. Be willing to provide yourself with the love and the nurturing and the care and the positivity that you need in order to change this entire situation around. With this Nine of Swords being in reversed, it's really about you moving in a new direction and really about letting you know that the worst is almost over. It's just a matter of you needing to focus in on what you've been resisting. And I really feel that what you've been resisting here is you've been resisting facing your own fears and being truthful about the emotions that you carry regarding those fears. That's what you really need to explore here, Gemini, this month. Now, I am going to draw an additional oracle card because I want to see what additional information Spirit has for us. So what additional information does Spirit have for Gemini? Okay. It doesn't get any better than this here, Gemini. So we have authentic truth. This is about you tuning into your own authentic truth. This is about you understanding that what you're not facing here is your authentic truth. You're not listening to your authentic truth. And you also have manifestation. And I absolutely love this because, as I mentioned, what you're embracing this month is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is really about taking a new adventure. It's really about planning for your future. It's really about looking out to, with this world in your hand and saying, I want to explore. I want to be able to do so many amazing things, but you're not sure how you're going to get there. And it's really not a matter of having a plan. It's really about just being willing to face the fears, the uncertainties, and the doubts or the concerns that you have, facing the unknown, right? Now, these oracle cards are from the Secret Language of Light, and I am going to read you a little bit for each one of these cards just so that you can truly understand what the message is here for you, Gemini. So for number 4, again, you have another 4, which is about foundations, and it's about stability and security, okay? So for authentic truth, we have discover your truth and let others find theirs. The truth will set you free, so long as you recognize there is more than one truth and that the answers you seek exist beyond the beliefs you hold now. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all. Just focus on what resonates with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. Your truth will always fulfill and satisfy. It is unconditional, meaning conditions don't have to change for you to live and feel your truth. Next, we have manifestation, which is number 25. And the message here, Gemini, is you will attract what you give your focus to. You are about to experience something you have longed for. You may not see any evidence yet, but don't be disheartened. Instead, be still and align with your soul. Soon you will be inspired to take a step forward, where you will meet your dreams and desires. Fall in love with the unknown, and the path of the known will materialize. You create your life through how you feel and what you think. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. First, you must be aware of how you feel in the present. Practice focusing on what makes your heart sing. Sing, not shrink. The time just before manifestation is an opportunity to change any story from your past, present, or future. I absolutely love this message for you here, Gemini, because this really sort of solidifies everything that we talked about in your spread this month. Remember that what I felt where you currently are right now is you're resisting feeling the emotions and the insecurities that you currently feel where you are in life. And your theme this month is about you really sort of facing the unknown, facing whatever it is that you're afraid to face, to allow yourself to truly create the life that you are desiring here. That is the message that I have for you this month, Gemini. I hope that it resonates with you, and I hope that you got a lot of little amazing golden nuggets here. And I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.